Hey guys, so today I thought we could take a quick look at the changes coming next patch on the PBE at the moment. Just so you know, we normally get patches every 2 weeks, but this time it's going to be 3. So we've still got another week and a half left on the patch we're on at the moment. Anyway, finally, we're getting some Tristana nerfs, which I'm pretty happy about, not gonna lie. The weird thing is though, Tristana has been strong for what, like a month, maybe a bit more? Twitch though has been OP for like 3 or 4 months, but not touched at all. And this is why champions getting popular sucks ass if you play them. Tristana has like double the play rate of Twitch right now because she's a lot easier to play. She's a bit more fun. I'm pretty sure in Europe, North America, and Korea, she is like 30% pick rate. That is insanely high. She's also got a 30% ban rate too, which is also nuts. On the other hand though, Twitch has like a 15% pick rate, so it is about half. Still 30% ban rate though, just because of how annoying he is to play versus. Anyway, the point is, if you're going to play something overpowered and abuse it, pick one that isn't really popular or it'll get nerfed in a few weeks anyway. So what's the point? At least they're not retouching her late game, thankfully, so she'll still be good. But there's 2 nerfs. So her E bonus AD is going from 50 to 110 to 50 to 90. Also, her ultimate damage is going to be down 50 early game. So it's aimed at like her early kill potential in the lane phase. 50 damage on your ultimate is quite a lot when you've got less than 1,000 health at that point in the game. She'll be a beast later, probably still beast mid game, but you cannot burst as hard in the lane phase. You can't get ahead as easily. That should mean that she is easier to deal with and we won't have as many out of control Tristanas running around. So that's pretty cool. But the other one is pretty weird. Like, they're actually nerfing Kalista. Maybe I'm a bit biased because I just started playing her for the past month for this 30-day challenge, but like, I don't know, I'm not sure it's really needed. On the one hand, Kalista is very strong in the early game once you've actually learnt her, which I'm finally getting to grips with, but on the other hand, like, she's not that good late game. So anyway, her ultimate cooldown is going up 30 seconds at every rank, so it's now going to be 150 seconds rank 1 to 90 seconds rank 3. It doesn't seem that big, but to be honest, this is how you save a dumbass support or how you get easy kills. This is a thing you can do where you freeze, you let them walk up for CS, you throw your support in and you chase them down. It is legit a rinse and repeat thing to do every single game. Like, so adding 30 seconds onto that kind of sucks. It's probably just because she's so good in pro play and we're getting close to worlds. I think that must be the reason why she's getting a nerf. But for us, she'll be less deadly in the lane phase. Well, not as easy to fight, to engage, I guess. She's still going to be good though. Honestly, this seems like it's kind of just prep work for Vayne to be really good again. I wonder if that is actually it. People want to see Vayne at worlds, so they're going to like kind of nerf the competition and make Vayne passively a lot better. She's already pretty decent, but like nerfing her late game competition and nerfing one of her early game counters seems a bit risky. Surely that is not a good idea, putting both together in one patch, but yeah, I guess we'll see. Like, it should make Vayne a lot more popular again, to be honest. So that's the AD carry stuff out of the way. The other biggest change is the Cassiopeia. The E bonus damage is going to go down a little bit, but the AP ratio is going up. Now, considering you max this first and you spam it, losing 15 per whack is actually going to make more difference than you probably think. If you use it 5 times, you've lost 75 damage already. Use it 10 times over a fight, you lose 150 damage. That is not cool for fighting a lane if you're trying to bully somebody, which is like kind of what a lot of Cassiopeia players do. The AP ratio buff must make up for it late game, but definitely not early. So that is where she's kind of taking the hit. So the most underrated change that you probably don't think is going to matter at all, and actually probably will, is going to be to Ivern. His E magic damage is up a little bit, and so is the AP ratio. Now, you probably think he's actually trash at the moment, but he's not that bad at higher ranks this patch. He abuses Sensor, as you guessed. Like, you know, Spirit played jungle Lulu with Sensor in the Korean LCK, the professional league, in like a gauntlet match that really mattered. No joke, the team legit went double support for their AD carry in a really important match, and he smashed with it. Basically, it's the same deal. Ivern before abused Redemption and was overpowered. Now he abuses Sensor for the same thing. Also, he is really good at ganking bot lane and just camping to be really annoying. That's perfect in this meta. I really hope this guy doesn't get popular, but I have this sneaky feeling he's actually going to get good again. Now, there are a few more changes that might make a difference here, but first of all, we have finally the biggest buff I have seen in ages. The Birdman Azir is actually getting an extra 150 damage on his altar, which is massive. I'm surprised. I honestly thought Riot considered him a dead champion until his rework, but apparently not. Obviously, it was sarcasm. I doubt this is enough to make him proper viable again, but 150 extra damage is actually pretty good. If you think about it, if you gave 150 damage on their ultimate to like Orianna or Syndra or something, everybody would be proper raging about it. So it actually is a pretty good buff, but just for a really bad champion. So back to a few more actually who might make a difference. Jarvan is the first one. Your W shield is getting nerfed in the base and also the scaling part. It applies more to late game where you can dive in and try to survive while building basically just damage and a lot of health. I'm not sure if it's going to make like a massive difference, but the actual buff that brought J4 back into the meta a while ago was this exact thing. They're undoing the thing they buffed before to make him actually good again. So it might be worse than we think. I don't don't think it was like just that buff that brought him back into the meta, but that was part of it, so undoing it is definitely going to do some damage. Fiora is like the opposite to Jarvan, where they're kind of undoing the nerf they gave her a few patches ago. The move speed bonus from each vital you hit, the duration of that has been doubled when you're using it with your ultimate. She should be pretty good in a tank meta, right? But most tanks have actually moved from the top lane into the jungle, which is not ideal. That's partly why she isn't as good anymore. The whole like split push idea of Fiora though should be really good in this meta. It's the same reason like Yasuo is a really pain in the ass to play against at the moment. Finally, we have Knight's Vow. It's 100 gold cheaper, the health is down 100, and your passive heal has been changed a bit. It's now 30 healing per 250 damage that your partner deals rather than the 12%. It's aimed at like the support tanks who just go Cinderhulk, Knight's Vow in the jungle and follow around the AD like a glorified personal system basically. To be honest, I'm kind of sad. Like I enjoyed having the jungler on a leash, but the healing is actually not that different. 30 is 12% of 250, so it looks like there's a massive change, but actually it's not really. I think the way it's going to work, why it's like kind of a nerf, is because if your AD deals 249 damage, so not 250, you don't get any healing. It will end up being a bit less in some situations and stuff, but I don't know, it's a bit of a weird change really. Anyway, so that should catch you up to speed on the new changes. Who do you think needs a nerf though, but Riot have ignored so far, like the last few patches I guess? Thanks for watching the video, and for now, I'll leave you with the robots.